And now, for the first time this year, Ramon, we've got our finals previews coming up. It is Division 3's the final series coming up. Really exciting times. Both games to be played at North Heidelberg's Shelley Reserve on Saturday and Sunday. On this Saturday, we have the second semi-final. Of course, the top four sides, similar to Division 2, they've been confirmed from a long way out. It was, I guess, confirmed the top two from 2 weeks back after the round 18 results. And a much anticipated game coming up on Saturday, Panton Hill taking on the Watsonia Football Club. These two sides have met twice throughout the year. Panton Hill leads the ledger 2-0, but certainly after a pretty comfortable win the first time around, second time over it was a lot closer, just 21 points, and I reckon Watsonia probably gleaned a fair bit out of that. They had a chance to watch Panton Hill at the weekend, given they had to buy themselves, and probably take away some knowledge out of that. No doubting the fact, though, that Panton Hill has to start favourites here, given that they're coming in with a 10-game winning streak and with a 14-2 record in the home and away year. They've been probably more impressive this year than they were last year, which is surprising given they only lost one game in the home and away year last year. But I just think this year they're a far more rounded side.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit more experienced than all the rest of the guys to know what they've got to do. I think they're going to be too good for Watsonia, the North Heidelberg footy ground. I think they just really have learned a lot from last season when Moona were down in Division 3. So the game itself, I think, will be a big win to Panton Hill.
A lot of their youngsters have come in and just had such a profound impact, and it was interesting noting, looking at their notes to go on the record this week, we've done, I think, the vote count to the halfway mark of the year, and I think Nathan Hendry was leading that, one of the young kids coming in, and Tyler Scarce is right up there as well. So their young kids have had a profound impact, sending players like Joffa Byron, to be able to send them back and to allow players of the calibre of Ben Finnan to enter the forward line. Jared McGoss had such a profound impact. They're just, for mine, around the field, they're a lot more rounded, I guess, and they are going to be the favourites. But I reckon Watsonia is the one side that can genuinely trouble them throughout the final series. If they are going to have a hiccup, I reckon it's going to be against a side like Watsonia, younger side. Now have really gelled together over the home and away year. They've been the feel-good story of the year. They come from last on the ladder to now play or to get a double chance in the final series. And the Watsonia team, I'm sure they take plenty of confidence into this one, particularly given they were able to get within 4 goals last time in a pretty tough struggle. It's a low-scoring game, 66-45, but they must go in with some confidence into this one here.
Yeah, I think they certainly will. They've had a great year. Remember, they just lost to Reservoir last time a couple of weeks back. It was quite a disappointing loss there. But I just think their side's just a little bit younger this year. I think next year they can probably do the one better. At the moment, though, I'm still going to be sticking with Panton Hill.
It's actually interesting. You mentioned that Reservoir loss. I think it's their only loss in the past 2 months. So to go down by 2 points, so they are bringing good form into the finals. But certainly, what Panton Hill is going to be deserving of the favouritism tag going in. The next game, it is even money. This one can go either way on Sunday. It's Thomastown taking on Reservoir, 3rd versus 4th. You look at the ladder quickly, I mean, not much separated the sides throughout the half a game. Obviously, Thomastown had the additional percentage as well. Looking at the form lines coming in, you look at the final scores at the weekend, you see Thomastown will, 10-goal win over Heidelberg West, as to be expected, but it was just 1 goal of difference at three-quarter time. So I guess there's 2 approaches to take. You think, well, maybe for 3 quarters, that they were struggling, is that a worry? But at the same time, coming in with a 10-goal to 1 final term is taking really good form in. Reservoir, well, they really challenged Panton Hill for the first half, fell away in that second half. Ashley Flavel made his way back into the team through the reserves. So they're getting some players back from injury. I think they're certainly their end of the year has been a lot more impressive than that middle part of the year where they were really struggling. And I think they only won 3 out of 8 games mid-year, finished the year with 4 wins before that loss to Panton Hill. And I'd almost argue they're coming in with better form than Thomastown, despite finishing in 4th place compared to Thomastown's 3rd.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't really even be looking at last Saturday's results. I know it was a big win to Thomastown and Reservoir had a big loss to Panton Hill, but when they play off against each other, the results have been very close. Obviously, I did tip Thomastown to go on and win the flag this year, so I have to go with Thomastown to win the first semi-final.
Well, I went for Reservoir to win it. I'm actually going to stick with Reservoir for this week. I don't know if they can go all the way, but you look at the form between the 2 sides throughout the year, and I guess it's the best gauge that you can take. And Reservoir won the first game by 3 goals. That was pretty close throughout. Second time around, Thomastown led by, I think it was up to 6 goals, and Reservoir came storming home to lose by 5 points. I just think they're playing better footy at the moment. I think just that last month, that they've had some really good form, had some good wins away from home as well at Watsonia. And I honestly think this game here is going to be decided by a single-digit margin. I'm going to stick with the Mustangs. So we'll be divided there, and we'll see come next week who's right there. Massive game, of course. Do get out to the finals venue, North Heidelberg's Shelley Reserve. You can purchase finals pass from the NFL office if you wish to do that. $50 gets you into any senior final in the competition. So make sure if you want to take advantage of that, do so. Otherwise, make sure you're out at the ground. It should be a great, two really great days of football on both Saturday and Sunday. We are looking forward to finals football beginning in season 2013. We'll be back again at the same time next week.